Hey guys, how's it going? It's Drew here, and as you can see, we do have a combine here harvesting in and kind of being very odd about it, as far as the workers go. But anyway, you can see we do have. I'll just stop this for just a minute. You guys can see we do have a new Massey Fergusson harvester here, which is an 80s era combine. The 27, I believe the number is. Yes, it is the 27. And it is a very nice combine. Once again, it is done by Blacksheep Modding. The person, or I should say the guy who did give us the 700 horsepower big rig that I reviewed the other day, which was a very nice addition to this game. And this is not an actual, this was an addition to a package. It is basically an update to, it was basically a package update with a few little minor changes to certain things that he already had in the package, as well as the addition of the Massey Fergusson two-wheel drive tractors that he added in the game, which are basically just, well, like I should say, they're basically just two-wheel drive tractors, but they're versions of the tractors that he already had that were all wheel drive. This is the only real thing that was an actual addition that he didn't already have in the package. And I think, as far as anything that's unique, like a different combine or something, that's always good, because we don't, as far as vehicles, we don't get that many things as far as consoles. If it's a new combine or something, that's always nice, because it's something that we don't get a lot of people trying to make. It's usually like plows or cultivators or something that we have 10 million of, and people keep trying to make new ones with different brands, and it's every once in a while it's nice to see something like a new combine, which you don't get too many of. So as far as being made by modders, but like I said, Blacksheep Modding, he really went all out with this. And as you can hear right now, the engine sound for it actually is the same engine sound that you hear for the Case 1660 that you see sitting over there in the distance, that are both obviously working on corn right now, but they're waiting to be loaded, which is why they're not moving. Yeah, it is the same engine sound, and I can understand there are some vehicles in the game that do share sounds as far as engine sounds, because I think you can only get away with so much. As far as the only thing that's really unique is the Big Bud 747 that you guys have seen, that you guys know I have. And you can just barely see it sitting down there underneath the shed, which was actually real recording to, they went to, I want to say the museum in Iowa, I think, is where the tractor's actually kept, and recorded the sound of the real tractors. So that's actually the only, I should say the only, I guess, real engine sound in the game that's not just generic sounds. And there is a 450 that has a Cummins diesel in it, but I'm not sure. That's more of a common sound that you would hear, as opposed to the Big Bud, which has a very unique engine in it. But as far as engine sounds, I should say, it's they're great. But anyway, you can hear, like I said, you can hear this is just the same sound as the Case makes. But for the most part, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm sure it probably makes it easier, and when you do mods, a lot of times on PC you can, and I do know that people do make real engine sounds of the real tractors as far as PC goes, but I think when it comes to consoles, you're limited by what you can and can't have on here. So I think it's just easier to use in-game sounds that are already there for something else, as long as it fits with what you're using. So I think that's probably the best way to explain it. And we're going to go ahead and let this guy harvest corn here. And anyway, it is quite a nice combine. It's nice to see some of these older generation vehicles, as we do get some in the game, but we don't get we do get some in this game, but not very many. Oh, and there's one of my 699s. That's the all-wheel drive, but it has a mower on the back of it, just sitting there. And I guess I should probably close the door, as I don't need that open right now. Let's see, where is... That would be the problem there. I forgot that was sitting there. Get that out of the way. And as you can see, he's doing corn right now, so And I did have that out because I just wanted to go ahead and add a little bit to the field here. I did extend it by just a little, by just a couple feet there, and you can do that with the plow here that you can see I have on the back. As you can see, it says allow create fields, or just limit it to fields. So that's a nice thing you can have. You can actually create fields with it, which is nice. Let's see, where did I leave? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna just go ahead and get him loaded up the rest of the way here if I don't hit him. And nope, I'm not coming towards you to unload you. Just put your pipe back in and relax. I'm just gonna unload this enough to where I can get some out. Obviously it's not gonna be a full load because this thing isn't gonna handle a full load. Just enough to where he can make a couple more passes while I go and dump this corn. And obviously you can tell, you guys can tell right now, it's the same, like I said, it's the same engine sound you hear. So that's, you know. Okay, and he's done with that. Obviously it's not a full load from him, but it's enough to kind of keep him going for a few minutes. But anyway, and I do want to talk really quickly about what you guys did just recently see in here. Let's see, okay. The 600 series, this is a 699. It is the two-wheel drive version, as you guys can see, very nicely done here. And like I said, these tractors did exist before, but he just went ahead and as far as the update, he did make them two-wheel drive as well, so... not really much to say about him other than the fact that he did a nice job on him, as he always does. And as you can see, I love the open cab view on this thing. Let's see, next one is the 3000 series, and this is the 3090 Massey two-wheel drive, as I said. And obviously, yeah, I apologize for not really having much to say on this. I mean, it's the tractors you guys have already seen me use, so I mean, there isn't much to say about them. See if I can close that door there. There we go. And I love this thing about I love the thing about Blacksheep Modding is he will do something extra that we usually don't get from other modders. Is like the doors opening and closing and the windows opening and closing. Other tractors we get from modders don't have that, and this is, you know, this is something that's unique from what he gives us. But I mean, that's why I enjoy a lot of his mods, because there's always something unique about them that people don't get from any other mods or modders. And this is the other 699 that does have, oh, and here's the little triangle, which they all, as you can see, they all have. And this one is currently, I want to say, outfitted for forestry work, because it's got the bars and protection all over, as well as the cab. So, but yeah, just I should just say, just a really nice bunch of tractors here that are really well done by Blacksheep Modding. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. Oh, actually, I should say one more thing. There is a video on YouTube, guys. If you guys have seen, I don't remember the name of it, but it's so, like if you type in something, I think like tractor gets across stream or something like that, you'll see this tractor basically going down into like across a stream with a trailer on the back of it and almost getting stuck. And it's a famous video. I mean, there's millions of people who have seen it, but that tractor in the video is this very tractor. I don't know if it's in the game for that reason, somebody saw and thought, that'd be a good addition, or if it's just coincidence that this tractor is in here. But it is obviously a mod, and it is a Russian tractor. So I do kind of think, you know, if I knew the modder, I would ask him myself if that's where the idea to put this in the game came from, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it is a nice little tractor. It's about 200 horsepower. It's a Russian tractor. It's more of a utility tractor than a lot of the tractors you're normally just seeing. Obviously, it's got the 3-point hitch. And I have seen some versions of this with like a front loader attachment on the front end where they can use front loaders with it. This version here on the console does not have it. I don't know if the person who does mod this does have any plans to ever kind of change it up a little bit and add some things to it. But as far as that goes, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a nice tractor to have for little odd jobs here and there. But Okay, obviously I'm being summoned here as somebody has completed their task and somebody almost has a full grain tank, so I'm going to let you guys go for now. And I want to say thank you for watching this review and listen to me ramble on for a few minutes. So have a good night, guys, and thank you so much.